Thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am Will Sanja's like asking a question. Will Sanja help me keep a smile for today? Hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm going to try not to keep it long, but y'all already know. If it gets good, I'm going to keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to go to nuggets today is mind your business. But before I get to running my mouth, let's go and do what? Check out this manifestation jar, and we're going to talk about it, okay? I pulled out two, and the first one says, yes, indeed, overflow. Y'all know we're going to take that all day long. Yes, we are. And last but not least is what? More peace, and we'll take that too. Listen, mind your business. When you are all the way aligned and connected, you can't help but to mind your business. Why? Because you're too focused and too busy being led by God. The thing is, when you're not all the way aligned and connected, you're trying to be in everybody's business. You want to know this about them, you want to know that about them. You telling them what to do or trying to tell them what to do, and you're just in their business. It's just like two people in the kitchen. They're both at the stove. One is cooking one dish and one is cooking another dish. Now, mind you now, the person over here, they're minding their business. They're focusing on the pot, okay, while they're cooking. This person over here ain't focusing on their pot, on their business. So they'll turn and say, hey, listen, did you put enough salt and pepper in that? Even though they ain't cooking the same dish. Hey, did you put some garlic in there? Did you flip it over here? Did you taste it and see if it had the right, did you do that? Oh, look, the fire up too high. Turn it down, turn it down. They're doing all of that, not minding to their dish. And because they're not focusing on what's going on in their pot, smoke begins to, like, some burning. They'll smell it burning. And they won't be alert enough to know that it's their dish burning, okay? And what they will do, they'll look at you and say, I smell smoke. I think you're burning that over there. And the person who's minding their dish knows that their dish isn't burning. They're not burning the dish. It's this dish that's burning, all because what? They're not paying attention. They're not minding their business in this pot. It's the same way. Let me tell y'all something. Just in case you didn't know, people who are in your business, trying to be in your business, you better believe it's some chaos in their life, in their journey that they are trying to avoid. And what they will do, they will look at you and say, listen, I smell smoke. I think you burning up something. I think things ain't right in your life. They'll be judging like crazy. Oh, people who can't mind their business, they judge. They will judge you like this and like that and say you this and you that, and they'll cause you to think there's something wrong with you. They will. They have you thinking that, wait a minute now. Did I do that? Did I do what they said? No, I didn't. They'll be accusing you. All because they're not minding their business. And they want to know so much. They want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it. Are you going to go here? Are you going to go there? They just want to know a whole lot. How much money you're making? Well, how can you afford that? Well, what make it? They just ask so many questions. All because they're not minding their business. I had to learn that, y'all, the hard way a few times. I was like, why they want to know so much about me? And in learning, I realized anytime somebody want to know so much about you, anytime somebody is so involved in your life, that means their life is in chaos and they're trying to avoid it. They're trying to avoid it. They don't want to deal with what's behind their curtain. They want to come to your stage and tell you how to do this and how to do that. So those of you guys who have this happening to you, don't worry about it. Don't fret. Some of y'all have been crying your eyeballs out because you're trying to figure out why this person is always in my business. And anybody that's always in your business, they create drama. It's drama everywhere. They can't hardly keep friends. They always in this and always in that. They're depressed. They sad. It's like they're bipolar almost, because one moment they happy with you, next moment they say you and did this. You think, wait, I thought we was all right. Are you all right? Are you all right? What's going on? And that's how it would be. I had to learn, y'all, that you can't tell people everything. You cannot. You can't. When they want to know all your business, you tell them what you want them to know. And ain't nothing wrong with that. A lot of times when God places us to do a certain thing, or to be a certain thing, or to have a certain thing, if you go running your mouth to people who don't mind their business, guess what? They'll know your next move, and they'll start blocking. They'll start putting up barriers. Why? Because in your next moves, it looks great. It looks amazing. And when people don't mind their business, that means that they gonna feel that they're gonna be left behind. I had to learn that. When God is giving you something to do, don't go run and tell that. Please don't. Don't go tell that. Don't go tell that. Why? Because you may want to tell your mama. You may want to tell your daddy. You may want to tell your grandmama. You may want to tell your best friend. You may want to tell people that you've known your whole life. But can I tell you what? When God is promoting you and moving you to another space in your journey, if you tell the wrong people, and those people could be the people who say that if you make this boss move, you're going to forget about me. If you make this boss move, I'm going to be left behind. And guess what those individuals will do? Because those individuals who think like that, they don't mind their own business, okay? They're not minding their own business. What they will do, they will try to give you advice and say, you sure you want to do that? You ain't got to do that. You could go work over here. You ain't got to move out the States. You could keep staying here and you could be successful right here in your own town. And God is saying, move out of state or move out of the country. And those who are fearful that they're going to be left behind or that you're going to forget about them. In other words, that you're going to become great. People who don't think that they will ever be great in life don't want you to be great. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds mean, but it's the truth. People who don't believe that they can be great don't want you to be great. If they can't believe it for themselves, then they most certainly will not be able to see it for you. That's why you have to watch your circle and you got to mind your business. You have to look around. Who's around me? Who's around me who's genuinely happy? Genuinely happy. Genuinely happy. I could be driving this car and they're going to be happy. They're going to be talking about behind my back. They're going to be saying, there ain't no way they can afford that. You got to know who's in your circle. And God will reveal that. That's why I'm asking God, please reveal anybody who do not have the best interest at heart for me. Who's not rooting for me to be led by you, in other words. Because you can have people root for you to be led by God who don't even like you, but they want God to bless you. Does that make any sense? If they see God can do a great thing, they may not like you. They'll say, well, I'm rooting for them because I really want God to do this. But I don't hang out with them, though. But I want God to do that. And they'll boost you. They'll boost you. They'll boost you. But there are some people, if they get hint, a whiff, a scent, knowing that you about to blow up, that God is really about to do that thing for you, that you're really about to be more successful than what they thought you were, they're going to feel a certain way. They ain't going to want it to happen because it's going to make them feel smaller. A person who don't go after what God has called them to be, do, and have, they always feel small. They always feel small. And you may be progressing in life, and they can handle that for a little bit, okay? And then the more God progresses you, the more smaller they'll feel if they're not getting all the way aligned and connected so that they can progress. That's why family members fall out. That's why friendships fall out. Why? Because one wasn't able to handle the success of the other. They just weren't. So you got to make sure that you keep minding your business. Because when you mind your business, then there is no way you can miss out in your journey. It's only when you're not minding your business. You're in everybody else's journey. And guess what? You end up wasting time because when you find yourself in somebody else's journey, you will not get their manifestation. You'll just be a tag along, a ride along. And you'll arrive at the destination with them. You will. And then they'll say, okay, all right, see you later. What? I'm not going to live in this big house? No. This is my house. This is my manifestation. And you're going to feel a certain way that you've been riding out with them this whole time in their journey, but now they don't want to share. You understand what I'm saying? Stay in your journey. Stay in your lane. Mind your business. So when you mind your business, you get all the way to the end or what have you, and you get your manifestation, you can enjoy your manifestation. And guess what? You ain't going to want to share with nobody else either. That's what happens to different people. They see that you have made it in your life to a certain point to get a manifestation, and they'll feel like you are obligated to get them there too. They want to share. They want to be. They say, hey, I want this. I want a piece of the pie. So no, this is the pie that I prayed for. This is the pie that I was fasting for. This is the pie that I was thinking positive for. This is the pie that and now I got the pie, and I'm going to eat this pie by myself. I'm going to eat this pie by myself. That's why I always tell people, hey, listen, when God bless you with whatever, don't feel bad if people try to make you feel like that you have to share or that you shouldn't enjoy or that's too much for you. No, it's not. God knows what you can handle. And if he bless you with a certain amount of money, he knows that you can handle that money. He can make you a great steward. All the hardship that you was growing through, that was equipping you to handle what he gave you concerning that manifestation. But you can't be dealing with people who are not minding their business, because they'll try to talk you out of it. If they ask you a question, want to know this, want to know that, don't tell them everything. It'd be just like you playing chess. My husband plays chess, right? And so if he make a move, and I'm playing with him, rarely I play with him because he'll beat me every time, y'all. But if we're playing, right, and he's making a move, now what if he asks me, babe, where are you, I ask him because he's always beating me. So because he's always beating me, if I make a move and I say, hey, where are you going to move if I move my pawn here? Where are you going to move? If he told me where he was going to move, then I could change my mind and I could block where he's going to move. You understand? So if you running your mouth to every and anybody, to those who ain't minding their business, guess what? They know your next move. Therefore, they're going to what? Block. They're going to put up roadblocks in front of you. In other words, they're going to be giving you an advice. You don't need to do that. You ain't got to go here. I think I've already said that, but I guess I'm repeating myself. You ain't got to move out of state. You ain't got to move out of town. You could be happy right here. You ain't got to do that. Oh, you want to work there? Why you want to work there? Why don't you work over there? They blocking your move because they know your next move because you told them. You said, I don't know why I'm going through it. It's because you told them. You told them the plan. When God gives you a message and gives you an idea and gives you what's to come, zip it. Hush. Quiet. Quiet, okay? And when you're quiet, you'll realize that you'll be able to move in peace. You'll be able to move in peace. You don't have to listen to unnecessary advice from people who are afraid that you're going to leave them behind. You got to go. You got to soar. I hope y'all got this, but if y'all didn't, please rewind and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability. You will ever have the massive smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll tell y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all, they cutting the yard. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.